Hello everybody, AJ Ryzik here, and I've got just a whole bunch of little random things that I wanted to throw out there for everybody, so I figured, hey, let's throw them all in one video and get it all done and over with. Let me go and drag Chrome on over here. And First, let me come back here to my YouTube page and just want to say thanks for all the new subscribers. In the past week or so, I picked up close to probably in the range of 150, 160 new subscribers. So thanks a lot for all that. Second of all, let me go and previously I did a shout out to my favorite YouTubers, and I've been including links to all their pages down in the video description. I've got a few other ones that I want to add to the list, and then also one other one, Jeff Linux Turner, and I pointed out his page in the past. He's changed the name of his channel to Linux Noob 13. So, just wanted to point that one out. He's got a great channel, so definitely go check that one out. So, another YouTuber I've been watching lately, got some really nice reviews there, and it is Your Average Linux User. Great channel there, got a lot of reviews here. She's got all kinds of good stuff. Okay, next on my list is Total OS Today, and as you can see, we got tons and tons of videos here, and he is a dual booter. So there's some ideas and advice and tutorials and all that kind of stuff for people that are dual booters, as well as some really good reviews and some hardware stuff, all kinds of good stuff there. Next one, the Frugal Computer Guy. This recently has been my go-to site, my go-to YouTube site for LibreOffice tutorials, because now there's other stuff here. You can see we've got a series on XP to Linux, Windows 7 stuff, that kind of thing. But when it comes to the how-to on LibreOffice, this guy really knows his stuff. So definitely check out that channel right there if you need a little bit of LibreOffice help. So I have had a few messages in the past couple of weeks. I have been doing a ton of Ubuntu reviews, and I've been getting these messages, hey, have you given up on Arch? No, I am still running Arch. That's what you're looking at right here. I am running Gnome, the latest Gnome on Arch. It's the 3.16 package, and I really love it. And now that I've been running, I tried Arch once before when I wasn't quite as experienced of a Linux user as I am now, and I went back to I had gone back to Ubuntu for a while, but now no promises, but I think this is a permanent change for me. I will still probably go and change my desktop around, and just because I can't help but fiddle around with it. Maybe when new desktop environments get updated and that, switching it around. But I think Arch is probably going to be what I stick with for my base distribution, at least in the foreseeable future. But talking about the Ubuntu reviews, the only reason I was doing so many Ubuntu reviews was it was April. The 1504 series was out, and I wanted to review as many of them as possible. Of the official releases, the only ones I think I have not done, I have not done Lubuntu. And to be quite honest, there's nothing really new there other than updated packages, just because they are really focused on getting that LXQT desktop up and ready to roll. And when that finally does happen, I really got high hopes for what we're going to see there. And then also regular Ubuntu, with Unity. I have not done a review of that one. And I keep going back and forth on that one, should I do a review or shouldn't I? Because to be quite honest, if you've been using Ubuntu since 12.04, there's not really anything new that you're going to see there. Yeah, we've updated some packages, some bug fixes. They have switched to systemd for our startup, but really, there's not really a whole lot new to see. Um, Now that's not necessarily a bad thing, and there was been a few people on G Plus and on YouTube that I guess I kind of ticked off a little bit because I I pointed out, hey, there is nothing new here. What do you want me to, there's nothing. You can't point and say, hey, look at this great new feature. No, there's nothing new there. Now, it's not necessarily a bad thing that there's not new features there. A lot of people, they like the stability. They like it staying the same. I mean, if you look through our history, if you look at just in the Linux environment, you had people that, you know, cussed up a storm when we went from KDE 3 to KDE 4. We're seeing the same thing again going from KDE 4 to KDE 5, although it's not been quite as bad this time. When they went from Gnome 2 to Gnome 3, there was all this uproar because, you know, granted there were a lot of, especially with the Gnome switch over to Gnome 3, there was a lot of glitches and that sort of thing with the new rollout. But the thing that ticked so many people off was just that it was different. Flipping over to the Windows side of things, you've got people that are still running XP, not because they can't afford to go and get 7 or 8, just because it's different. Um, there are a lot of people that they want it to stay the same. They want it, they just want the stability. They want a workspace where they can sit down and just get some work done. Me, I like the new features. I like getting to tweak my desktop and play around with it and try new things. But a lot of people, aren't into that, which is fine. Just different mindset there. All right, let me drag Chrome over here again. And by the way, here is my blog for those of you that have been watching my WordPress website development tutorials. For the most part, this blog is done. Of course, you're always adding to it and whatnot, but for the most part, it is done if you want to go and check it out. Now, like I was saying, I know a lot of you follow my writing, and last year my first sci-fi novella came out. And if you don't know what a novella is, it's a shorter novel. Instead of being in the 300-page range, a novella is in the, say, 120, 150-page range or somewhere around in there. Anyway, came out last year, Chronicles of Aria Prime, Episode 1. And if you would like to read Chapter 1 of it, then you can come to my blog, come here, and you can select the various novels, and right here you can click on Chronicles of Aria Prime, Episode 1, Chapter 1, and read Chapter 1. And going to that page, there it is, and if you scroll all the way down to the bottom, if you really like it, you can go and pick it up on Amazon and read it on a Kindle or Kindle app, that sort of thing. It's only a 99-cent novella, so it's not like you're going to be spending a whole lot of money on it. But anyway, another couple weeks and I will have episode 2 finished. It will be available on Kindle as well. And in addition to making it available on Kindle, I'm going to bind episode 1 and episode 2 into a paperback, so it will be available as paperback as well. And that's, as the series continues, that is my plan. Every 2 episodes will be bound into a paperback so that it's available, either format, however you want to go. Now, I know not everybody is in the publishing industry and wouldn't know a whole lot about this, but as some may have guessed, doing the printing, the editing, getting artwork done, all that kind of stuff, it is not cheap. So my plan is to do a crowdfunding campaign to fund, all that stuff so that I can finish so I'll be able to finish up all that other stuff on the novel and not have to drain my bank account to do it. Kickstarter is one of my options for doing crowdfunding. Another one that I've been looking at is Indiegogo. Those are probably the two most well known. And if you're not familiar with crowdfunding, essentially what you're doing there is, whether you're an author, a video game developer, whatever it is, whatever your project is, you can go and set up a campaign on one of these sites and basically go out and get backers to back the project, so that the video game developers, it costs money for the development. If you're building a new product, if you are an author, you need to get the editing and the artwork done, all that kind of stuff. So you can get backers to go and back the project. And in my case, I'll set up various funding levels, and for, say, the bottom tier funding level, in exchange for doing that, you'll get a copy of the ebook. For the next funding level up, you will get a signed copy of the paperback. Next level up, maybe you get 2 or 3 copies, and then on from there. And what I was kind of thinking is that for maybe my top tier level, making it not only do you get so many copies of the ebook, or you get so many copies of the paperback, you get the ebook, and in the next episode, one of the new characters will be named after whoever the sponsor is. I haven't gotten all that quite figured out yet on how I'm on doing that, but I'm looking at these for a way to fund the project, because like I said, it's not cheap to do all that kind of stuff. Anyway, having said all that, if there's anybody out there watching this that has any experience with the crowdfunding, even if it's not with Kickstarter or Indiegogo, with one of the other ones out there, because there's a lot out there. Please let me know. Let me know what your experience was. If you recommend, Kickstarter over Indiegogo, or the other way, or there's all kinds of ways to go and do the crowdfunding these days. But I'd love to hear what you thought of it. And even if you are not a sci-fi fan, or you're not much of a reader, you can still help me out just by, once the project goes live, by sharing the project, getting the word out about it. Because the more backers I get, the where it kind of leads from there. There's going to be a certain amount that I will need to get the basics of, the editing and printing done. And then if I go over that amount, then I can use that towards, okay, I've got my starter for the next book, for the editing and whatnot. And then also, maybe I got some money there for promotion, that sort of thing. So, like I said, even just giving a shout out for the project once it starts would be a big help to me. Before I forget, if you are somebody that has read, my episode 1, and you want to get a little teaser of episode 2, my latest blog post, and I'll throw a link of this down in the video section. Here in book updates, you can read the prologue to episode 2. And my plan is, probably in another week or so, I will post chapter 1 of episode 2, and just a teaser for all the readers out there. And that is about it for this video. As always, leave comments, questions, all that kind of stuff down below. I will add those new YouTubers to my list down in the video description. As well as that, I will also have links to my website and those various pages, so you can check those out as well. If you're not a subscriber, please subscribe. and give us a big old thumbs up if you like the video, and I will see you on the next video. Thanks a lot.